connected to your world.
It's midday. Good afternoon to you and welcome to Bena Midday News, coming to you live from Atomic Junction, Benab House, Medina. My name is Sherifatu Ayuba. Coming up in the headlines, Ghana Gas to conduct planned facility maintenance shutdown between August 1 to 17. An anti-LGBT bill sponsors to protest against Chief Justice on August 21st. Iran holds funeral for assassinated Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh. Details of the stories comes up shortly. Thank you for staying with us. This news is also streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube at Bena TV. Moving on, sponsors of the anti-LGBTQ bill have announced plans to demonstrate against the Chief Justice on August 21st, 2024 over what they perceive as delays in the process of transmitting the bill to the President. The Supreme Court has deferred its ruling on the injunction application by Dr. Amanda Odoi and journalist Richard Sky regarding the transmission of the anti-LGBTQ bill to the President, and will deliver its ruling on the same day as the final judgment.
The lead sponsor of the LGBT bill, Samuel Nate George, along with some minority members, paid a courtesy call on the National Chief Imam and the acting president of the Usu Traditional Council ahead of the demonstration to ensure the bill is forwarded to the president for his assent. The Ningo Prampra Member of Parliament is asking Gertrude Araba Isaba Saki Tokunu to expedite the case that has stalled the transmission of the bill to President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo for his assent. He accused the Chief Justice for being the one blocking the bill for reaching the President.
When Parliament passed the bill, it ought to go to the President for his approval. Since 28th of February, it's been one story after another. Now what we hear is that there's a court case. We said, okay, fine. Let's wait for the courts to rule on the case. The courts fixed 17th of July for the case, the injunction against Parliament. On the 17th of July, when we went to court, the Chief Justice now says that she's pushed the case towards the end of the year and she wants to hear the whole case, which can even go into next year before she even rules on the injunction. Meaning that till that is done, we can't have any headway with this bill that is law. As children of God and as Ghanaians, we know it is against our religion, it's against our culture. We want to do a peaceful march on the 21st of August to the Chief Justice. Because right now it's not the President that's holding it. It is the Chief Justice. She is the one who is preventing Parliament from sending it to the President. So we don't have a problem with the President. We don't have a problem with the Speaker. Our problem is with the Chief Justice.
And in politics, the majority leader and leader of government business in Parliament says he disagrees with the unilateral decision of Speaker Alban Gbagben to adjourn the House sine die. Alexander Kwamena Afenyomakin, speaking to the Parliamentary Press Corps moments after the adjournment of the House by the Speaker on Tuesday, 30th July, expressed the majority caucus disappointment at the turn of events by the Speaker.
Disappointment at the turn of events by Mr. Speaker. Well, we all know that in this Chamber of Parliament, we proceed on matters, reach consensus, and take decisions. I do not think that issue about adjournment and the reopening of Parliament is purely administrative. I heard a few days ago about this adjournment synod, and I must say, in all sincerity, that I engaged those I had to engage, and I was getting to a certain understanding that we could reach some consensus considering the number of business that we had as a house. Surprisingly, he did not give his closing remarks, neither did he allow leaders to even make certain remarks which these have become part of the practice of Parliament. And these are worrying, very worrying. That notwithstanding, Mr. Speaker is the father of Parliament. He presides. We don't want to go into any banter with him. We will not act in a manner disrespectful of the chair, except to say that we vehemently disagree with the unilateral decision.
Mr. Afenyo-Markin said he still held the view that Mr. Speaker could have traveled to the United States for the National Conference of State Legislators program, but should have also prioritized government business in the House. He said that the ECOWAS Parliament was having a delocalized meeting in Ghana, in his constituency, but immediately after they opened the session, he rushed to Accra without any delay to join his colleagues in Parliament. Touching on their next step, the majority leader said they will engage the caucus on the sole aim of getting the necessary consent of the members to procure their signatories to recall the House in accordance with law.
Of course, I can also understand the constraints of Mr. Speaker, given the fact that the first Deputy Speaker is out of the jurisdiction, the second Deputy Speaker is also out of the jurisdiction. However, our rules permit or allows us to have a member presiding. So I still hold the view that Mr. Speaker could still have traveled for the NCSL program in the United States. I, for instance, I am billed for that travel, but I don't think that it is more important than government business that I'm undertaking. We are, with immediate effect, going to engage our caucus with the sole aim at getting the necessary consent of members to procure their signatories to recall their House in accordance with law. So expect to see a recall request.
Still in politics, former President John Mahama will try to renegotiate the terms of an international monetary fund bailout and boost local ownership of future oil and mining projects if he wins a new term in office in December, he told Reuters. Mahama, who was in office from 2012 to 2016, will be the main challenger of the ruling party's candidate, Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, with a good chance to win, given a severe economic crisis that has made the government unpopular.
Ghana defaulted on most of its $30 billion external debt in 2022 after the effects of years of overstretched borrowing were exacerbated by the COVID-19 pandemic, knocked-on impact of the war in Ukraine, and higher global interest rates. Ghana secured a $3 billion IMF bailout in May 2023 and in June this year reached separate deals with bilateral and commercial creditors to restructure its debt and freeze repayment until 2025. The IMF has already disbursed $1.5 billion with another $360 million due by December. But Mahama said he will seek additional IMF funds to help Ghana resume the debt repayment. He also said he will amend a public finance management law to introduce a compulsory debt to GDP ceiling of 60 to 70% to prevent excessive borrowing. Further, Mahama said he will respect existing production contracts with oil and mining companies and not seek to raise taxes, but rather aim for higher royalties from future projects. He held out the prospect of higher government stakes in future projects via the Minerals Income and Investment Fund, a sovereign wealth facility.
The Ghana National Gas Company Limited has announced a scheduled maintenance shutdown of its gas processing plant and offshore gas export facilities set to occur from August 1 to August 17. This routine maintenance is deemed essential by the company to ensure the safety, efficiency and reliability of its operations. The plant shutdown was part of Ghana Gas's ongoing commitment to maintaining high operational standards and preventing unexpected disruptions.
During the maintenance period, comprehensive inspections and necessary upgrades to the infrastructure will be carried out, according to a statement it issued on Wednesday. This process is crucial for identifying potential issues and implementing corrective measures to enhance the overall performance of the gas facilities. Ghana Gas has indicated that during the maintenance period, there will be a lean gas supply from the Sankofa OCTP to the Takoradi distribution station TDS. The press statement signed by Ghana Gas Head of Corporate Communications, Ernest Ousubempa, assures stakeholders that every effort will be made to complete the maintenance within the specific time frame to minimize any impact on gas supply. Additionally, Ghana Gas said it has coordinated closely with its partners and stakeholders to mitigate the effects of the shutdown on the energy sector and the general public. The company acknowledged the inconveniences the maintenance shutdown might cause and apologize for any distractions, emphasizing that the temporary inconveniences is necessary for the long-term benefits of maintaining a safe and reliable gas supply.
On the international front, Iran's supreme leader has presided over the funeral for Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh and his bodyguard who were killed in an assassination blamed on Israel that risked escalating into an all-out regional war. Iranians followed a truck carrying the coffins of Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh and his bodyguard during the funeral ceremony in Tehran.
Ayatollah Ali Khamenei prayed over Haniyeh's coffin at Tehran University while Iran's new president Masoud Pezeshkian stood next to him. State television later showed the coffins placed in a truck and move on the street towards Azadi Square in Tehran, and people throwing flowers at them. After the funeral service in Tehran, Haniyeh's remains are to be transferred to Qatar for burial on Friday. Haniyeh came to Tehran to attend the inauguration of Pezeshkian. He was killed in an airstrike that hit a residence Haniyeh uses in Tehran. Iranian authorities said the attack is under investigation but haven't provided details. Israel had pledged to kill Haniyeh and other Hamas leaders over the group's October 7 attack on southern Israel that sparkled the war in Gaza. The strike came just hours after Israel targeted a top commander in Iran's ally Hezbollah in the Lebanese capital of Beirut. Iran supports Hamas as well as Hezbollah and other Palestinian resistance groups in Gaza.
And in sports, Ghana's under-20 women's national team are wrapping up their preparations for the upcoming FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup with a crucial friendly match against Kazakh's ladies. The Rhenayan reigning champions of the Malta Guinness Women's Premier League. The friendly set for Friday, August 2nd, 2024 at 3:30 p.m. local time will take place at the Cape Coast Sports Stadium.
This match serves as a strategic opportunity for the Black Princesses to refine their tactics and performance ahead of the global tournament starting next month in Colombia. Since June 27, 2024, the team has been in camp in Cape Coast, diligently working on their strategies and team cohesion in preparation for the World Cup. Ghana's under-20 women are drawn in Group E of the tournament alongside former champions Japan, Australia and New Zealand. Their campaign begins with a match against Australia on September 2nd, followed by fixtures against Japan and New Zealand. The 11th edition of the FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup will be held in Colombia from August 31st to September 22nd, 2024. Basigi's ladies are aiming to break the group stage jinx in the 7th consecutive appearances on the world stage.
And that is how we bring the bulletin to an end. Log on to our website www.benamultimedia.com for more news. My name is Sherifatu Ayuba.